Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1969 Seattle Pilots What If scenario. Today's matchup features the Chicago White Sox versus the Seattle Pilots at Six Stadium. On the mound for the White Sox today is Joe Horlen, whose record is 0-6 with a 5.27 ERA. And pitching for the Pilots today is Bob Meyer, whose record is 3-2 with a 4.02 ERA. And yes, we did lose our last game versus the White Sox. It was a couple of days ago when we played that ball game. And actually, I tried to play a game yesterday, but I guess it got rained out in the fourth inning because my computer died. I think it was the baseball program. Normally, when that kind of thing happens, I think it has to do with my recording program, but it said that Baseball Mogul had to shut down, and so we'll just call it a rain delay, a rain out. If you want to know, we were losing 1-0 in the fourth inning, as Bob Meyer had walked 5 batters and was not pitching particularly well, but he'd only given up 1 run, and so we'll see if we can't maybe turn it around and get ourselves a victory. We've lost 5 in a row, you may remember, and we are kind of in a rough spot, rough patch here of the season. We're going to go ahead and get today's game started. I'm going to do a doubleheader today, since this is the week of Christmas, and I have more free time than I normally do. I'm going to try to do a doubleheader a day. So we're going to play the final 2 games of the White Sox series today, and then tomorrow we'll start a series with the A's. We'll try to do 2 games, so keep that in mind so you don't skip a game if you're following from game to game. Additionally, I did a video today where I opened up 2 value packs of 2021 playoff football, and I pulled several very good rookie cards. The last card is the best card of all of them. So that video will be up later today, and you can check that out as well. And one last thing is, I mentioned it pretty much every time now, but we have started posting things on the Brainiac Baseball main page here on YouTube. And so there's going to be polls, there's going to be, RIPs to pitchers or players who have passed away, and other content. So keep your eyes out for that too. Just so you know. So let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. The final game of the 1980 Detroit Lions alternate history will be played on Christmas Day coming up this weekend. Stay tuned for that. The contest has come down to the final week for the Billy Sims autographed jersey. So keep your eyes peeled for that contest coming to a close. We're going to go with the exact same pitcher and the same lineup from yesterday. I think that's only fair to do. So Bob Meyer, even though he threw 50 pitches in that rain-shortened game, he's going to be back out there today. All the bullpen is available. Here's the same lineup. We have all of our best possible players in the game, and they're just not getting it done. So I don't know. I guess we just got to roll them out there, hope for the best. Joe Horlen's a righty, so this is our lineup versus righties. We did a deep dive on Joe Horlen, so stay tuned for that. Let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the Chicago White Sox. It is the same lineup as yesterday's attempt. Batting leadoff, playing first base is Ossie Blanco. Batting second in left field is Carlos May. Batting third in center field is Mack Jones. Batting cleanup at shortstop is Woodie Held. Batting fifth and catching is Don Paveltich. Batting sixth at third base is Bill Melton. Batting seventh in right field is Walt Williams. Batting eighth is the rookie second baseman George Orta. And Joe Horlen is batting ninth today. Okay, here is Bob Meyer. He is making his 10th start of the year, 3-2 with a 4.02 ERA, 42K in 46 7 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .269 against him. He's only got the fastball. That is his only good pitch. It is pretty fast. It's rated a 97. That's the highest we've seen so far, and it's rated a 95. Overall, he is rated an 80. The 29-year-old lefty goes to arbitration in 1970. If you take a look at his log, and I know you want to, he has faced the White Sox twice. He got the victory on April 15th, going 7 1/3, giving up 6 hits and no runs. And then he got his clock cleaned the second time, going only 3 innings, giving up 5 runs on 7 hits, a couple of walks in there too. So, and that's kind of how his season has gone. I mean, one game he's great, the next game he's terrible. Here's our defense. This is the best we got, with Johnson below average at first, and of course Harper out there in right field. Has not committed an error, but he does have a 65 rating. And let's go with Ossie Blanco leading off against Bob Meyer. And there's a flip out to right field. It will be caught by Harper for out number 1. Next up is Carlos May, batting .263, 3 home runs, and strikes out on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle. 2 quick outs for Meyer as Mack Jones steps in. Sub-200 hitter, and he strikes out on that curveball, which is only rated a 66. So we go to the bottom of the first inning as the Pilots are coming up. Let's take a look at their lineup. Batting leadoff in right field is Tommie Harper. Batting second in left field is Mike Hegan. Batting third at third base is Rich Rollins. Batting cleanup playing center field is Tommie Agee. Batting fifth and catching is Jerry McNertney. Batting sixth at first base is Deron Johnson. Batting seventh at second base is Van Kelly. Batting eighth at shortstop is Don Kessinger. And batting ninth is our pitcher, Bob Meyer. Okay, let's take a look at Joe Horlen, also known as Joel Horlen. If you take a look at some of his older baseball cards from his early years, he was known by his real name, which is Joel Horlen. He's also called Hard Luck Horlen because he finished his career with 1 win above 500, despite having a ERA of sub-3. So they called him Hard Luck Horlen because of his great ERA and his average winning percentage. In 1967, he was an all-star. He had an ERA, if you take a look here, he had an ERA of 206 that led the American League. He also had 6 shutouts that year, which led the AL. He finished second in the Cy Young voting to Jim Lonborg, who went 22-9 with a 3.16 ERA. If you are like me and go by the pitcher's WAR, Joe Horlen should have been the Cy Young Award winner that year. He had a 5.5 WAR to Jim Lonborg's 4 WAR. So he is a 2-time leader in WHIP. He won the World Series in 1972 with the Oakland A's. That was his last year as a pitcher. He did pitch in the World Series. Didn't really do too well. In real life, in 1969, he went 13-16 with a 3.78 ERA. In 1963, his first really full season in the majors, he lost a no-hitter in the 9th inning. And then in 1967, he threw a no-hitter versus my Detroit Tigers. The only blemishes that day were he hit a batter, and Ken Boyer caused an error for the White Sox. So otherwise, it would have been a perfect game. When he retired, he ran a roofing company in Texas, and he did coach for 13 years as well. So Joel Horlen, there you go. He's 0-6 this year with a 5.27 ERA, only 19K in 42 2/3 innings. Opponents are betting .250 against him. He's got 2 complete games. His fastball topping out at 89 miles an hour. He was really kind of a junk ball pitcher. As you can see, he's not he never really had much of a fastball, but he's pitched to contact, so he never walked very many either, hence leading the league twice in whip. His fastball is rated an 87, curveball's a 79. Overall rated an 86. The 31-year-old righty goes to free agency in 1971. There's the defense for the White Sox, and they are bad. First, second, and short, all below league average, and we know that Paveltich behind the plate has a 67 arm, so in theory, we should be able to run on him. Okay, let's get it started here with Tommie Harper leading off, and he walks. So, leadoff man on. Geez, I feel like we have to run, right? I mean, we've lost 5 in a row. We got to be aggressive. We're one game above 500 now. So, an 80% chance to steal second. Everybody knows he's going. There's a fastball down the middle, and he's thrown out. Come on! Is there anything more BS than that? He's 10 for 20 stealing. And as I mentioned, he led the American League with 73 stolen bases in 1969. So, well, I mean, that tells you all you need to know about today's ball game. He can get some good wood on it. And he flies out to right. 2 down. Here's Rich Rollins, and Rollins will pop it up into foul ground where Blanco will chase it down. Maybe it's going to be Orta coming over there. Yeah, it's Orta making the catch. We go to the top of the second inning. No score. Woodie held leading off. Cleanup hitter batting .216 overall, but a .303 hitter versus lefties. It's a line drive to Kessinger, who makes the play. 1 out. Here's Don Paveltich. Full count. Strikes out. 3 Ks for Meyer. So he's, compared to yesterday's 4-inning performance, he's doing much better. He had 5 walks, I know for sure, when the game crashed. So, looking good. And then Melton gets the first hit of the ball game into center field, falling in front of Agee. Runner on first, 2 down. Walt Williams up next, .429 hitter versus lefties. He hits a liner to left, and Hegan makes the grab to go to the bottom of the second inning. With Tommie Agee leading off, it's Agee, McNertney, and Deron Johnson. Agee popping it up on the infield. Who's going to call it? That is our first baseman, their first baseman, Blanco. 1 down. Next up is McNertney. He walks. I moved McNertney back up from the number 8 spot to the number 5 spot, not because of his great ratings, but because he has been driving in runs. He still leads the team in RBI. Runner on first, 1 down. Johnson, base hit back through the box. McNertney has to hold at second. I'd love to see Johnson get something going here. Runners on first and second, 1 down. We got to let Van Kelly just take a cut. Full count. And a ground ball to second. That should be 2. And it is. We go to the top of the third inning. No score. Here's the rookie, Jorge Orta, leading off, batting .250 versus lefties. And is he hit? No, he gets walked. Walking the number 8 hitter. That's always a bad idea. We're going to pull the corners in, as I would expect Horlen to bunt. Yep, laying down a bunt to third. Rollins goes to first. That's the only play. And now the runner's in scoring position. That is a guaranteed run scored. We know how it goes. There's a base hit. Yep, so. Now, since this is first game of the doubleheader, I am drinking some coffee from my Jennifer Hooters Girl coffee mug. But I can promise you for game 2, I'll be drinking some Jameson Orange. Probably from Jennifer as well. She's a great bartender. Okay. So runner on first is 1-0. Carlos May flipping it out to right center field. Running it down is Harper for the second out. And Mack Jones goes to left field for a base hit. Blanco going to third. I guess that makes sense. And this is going to open the game up right here with Woodie held. He may not be batting well overall, but he has been pretty clutch against us. Oh, Bob Meyer takes it right out of the equation as he hits him in the derriere to load the bases for Bob Paveltich. I mean, there's nothing we can do. This is just a push-button game. And a base hit. So, yeah, that's the ball game right there. So we just got to get through this. Melton goes to center field, 4-0. Walt Williams will fly out to center. So, although Meyer has been more accurate with only 1 walk and 3 strikeouts, he hit a batter and he gave up 5 hits and 4 runs. And so he's actually pitched worse than he did yesterday. So now we just got to get this game over with as Kessinger grounds out to short. Oh, it's an error, as it should be. They're guessing bunt. A comebacker to Horlen. Kessinger goes to second. Harper gets a base hit up the middle, so maybe we get 1 run back. We do. It's 4-1. We're going to steal second. Why not? We're going to lose anyway. Curveball. How are you caught stealing on a frickin' curveball? I mean, he's the fastest guy on the team. It was 80% chance. And it's not even a left-hander on the mound. This is the worst sim game of all time. Like, there is no care put into this game at all. As Hegan flies out to center. Or why even have ratings? Like, the ratings mean nothing. What an abomination. Orta strikes out. Horlen strikes out. Blanco flies out to left. I need the alcohol now. Should pause this game. Go get the bottle. That's a bunch of frickin' crap. All right, Rollins flies out. Tommie Agee strikes out. McNertney gets a base hit. Good job by McNertney. So, McNertney on first. Deron Johnson. Come on, Johnson. A base hit. Okay, so he's 2 for 2 today. I mean, I did not get Johnson to get me base hits. He's supposed to be a long ball specialist. Hey, Van Kelly base hit to right. McNertney scores. Johnson goes to third. It's 4-2. Am I doing anything to make that happen? No, I'm just pushing a button. And a base hit to right. Bring in Johnson. Kelly goes to third. 2 down. I mean, we have to bring Meyer back out, don't we? So we're going to let Meyer take a cut here. A lot more action than in yesterday's game, as Meyer's going to pop out here. Unless there's an error. Nope. So we get a couple runs back, string some singles together, 4 in a row, in fact. Go to the top of the 5th inning with Bob Meyer facing a couple of left-handers, starting with Carlos May. Striking him out, 6 Ks for Meyer. 8 pitches at bat, though. He's just throwing fastballs, nothing else. Mack Jones flies out. Here's Woodie held. 2 for 6 in his career with a walk. Make it 2. As Bob Meyer walks held. This might be the last batter. Yep, that's it. So we're going to go ahead and take out Bob Meyer here. And we're going to bring in Steve Barber, who lost his job as a starter. If you take a look at his log, he did really well before he got injured. You see April 7th to May 8th. He came out of the gates hot. And then he's been terrible in the last 3 starts. Couldn't even get through 4 more than one time in those 3 starts. So maybe he'll have a little bit more success from the bullpen. Here's Bill Melton. It's coming out, throwing balls. Walt Williams. A comebacker to Barber. And that'll do it. So we do get out of the inning. No damage. Except to my psyche. Tommie Harper leading off against Joe Horlen. Ground ball to short. Held's already made 1 error today. Making the play smoothly and cleanly. 1 out. Next man up is Mike Hegan. Threw a soft tosser up there. Just missed it, popping it up to second. And Rich Rawl. Batting average is just dropping like a stone. We're going to the 6th. 4-3, White Sox. Here's George Orta leading off. Rainbow into left field. Hegan making the catch. That will bring up the pitcher, Joe Horlen. He rips it to left. Oh, it's going to be caught. Whenever a pitcher gets a hit, I want to just rip my screen off my laptop. So I'm glad that didn't happen. There's a base hit for Ossie Blanco. Past the first baseman. I'm sure that if Hegan was at first, he would have made that. It's all right, though, as Barber's going to face a couple lefties. May's a 208 hitter versus left-handers, and he pops it up on the infield. Kessinger should make the catch. He does. Going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Here is Tommie, Agee leading off. Slow roller to first. Horlen at 70 pitches now, with 1 out in the 6th. McNertney, 2 for 2 with a walk as he doubles into the right center field gap. That is our first extra base hit in like 6 games. That is his 3rd double of the season. So maybe our offense is coming around here. We need Deron Johnson to do something other than get some singles. A fly ball into right center field. If that's Williams, then McNertney can't tag. It is 87, a 50-50 shot. It's not worth it. Let's see if Van Kelly can drive him in. He's done it once before today. And, oh, he gets hit. So this is becoming a beanball war here. That is the 3rd hit batter today combined. And it'll leave it up to Don Kessinger. He's got a hit today, but he's 2 for 21. This is coming over in the trade. He is no better or worse than Euler at this point. And a base hit! McNertney scores and the game is tied. Kessinger coming through. Now we cannot let Barber pitch another inning. Even though Barber does have 2 hits this year. We are going to bring in versus righties. Who we got? Wayne Comer. 278 hitter so far this season. 1st and 3rd, Wayne Comer. He had a good stretch where he had 3 games in a row where he got a pinch hit. But he's gone cold. He got picked off. Kessinger gets picked off. We never got to use Comer. Oh, that is brutal. I mean, I don't want him out there. We need Harper. If we had taken the lead, then I would have replaced him, but that is a kick to the crotch. Okay, I guess we're going to bring in Ron Locke, who does seem to get righties out, right? Yeah. Like, he gets everybody out. He'll throw a bunch of walks, though. That is the problem. But we like Ron Locke, and we're going to let him come in this tough situation here with the game tied late. Here we go. He's facing Mack Jones. Ground ball to short. Come on, Kessinger. Got to make up for it. There we go. One down. Here is Woodie held. He's got a .471 slugging percentage versus lefties. Ooh, he hung it up there on the inside corner. Held pops it up into shallow right field for out number 2. And now Don Paveltich. Talk about a guy that hits lefties well. Let's see if Locke's going to go after him here or give him 4 balls. Yeah, he's going to walk it. I'm okay with that. That's what I would have done. Pitch around a guy who's batting .450. Okay, here's Bill Melton. And Melton will flip it into center field. Come on, Agee. Yes. There we go. Going to the bottom of the 7th. Ron Locke will not be batting. Oh, God, what a waste. All right. So, Don Bosch, switch hitter. Doesn't hit righties well, but at least he's a left-hander. So we'll give him a shot here. First pitch swinging, base hit, back through the box. Leadoff man is on. That is the go-ahead run. Tommie Harper will hit and run here. He is 1 for 2 with a walk today against Horlen. 1-1 count. Fly ball into center field. Now we've got to try to steal with Bosch. 75%. We're 0 for 2 today against the worst catcher in the AL. Here we go. The ratings mean nothing. We're going to the 8th. And Diego Agee coming into the ball game. He's got the bottom 3rd with Williams, Orta, and Horlen. I can't imagine they're going to let Horlen bat. We'll see. Here we go. 1-2 count and a base hit. Come on, man. This is where the game ends. Is he going? Nope. Ground ball to short. Can we turn 2? Oh, a double play. Well, that works out well as they're going to pinch hit Horlen out of the game. It's Gale Hopkins. 154 hitter versus righties. And he pops it up. Shallow left field. Hegan making the catch. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Dan Osinski coming into the ball game. Not the closer. He is the setup man. 13 games this year. 0-2. 3.86 ERA. 10 walks. 11 strikeouts in 18 2/3. Opponents are batting .200 against him. Fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. That is his 3rd best pitch, though. Changeup rated an 82, curve is 79, overall 79. The 35-year-old righty is a free agent at the end of next year. Here we go, Rich Rowell leading off. Striking out. Ground ball by Agee. Out number 2, and McNertney. McNertney having a good game. Here he flies out to center. We are going to the 9th. If you know me, you know I don't like letting my relievers pitch a 2nd inning, but I feel like it's wasting a pitcher if we bring in the closer here. I don't know. Here we go. Ground ball to second. Van Kelly throws them out. Now we've got the lefties due up. We don't have any more lefties in the bullpen. We use Barber. We use Locke. So we're sticking with Agee. Ground ball to short. I feel like there's going to be some free baseball. We got a doubleheader to do, and I still got to edit the football card video. Okay, we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Osinski comes back out as well. He's facing Deron Johnson, and he strikes out. Come on, Johnson. Van Kelly walks. We're going to hit and run with Kessinger. He is a contact hitter. Does not ever strike out, really. Ground ball to third. That'll get Kelly into scoring position. Agee will come out. And we got to bat Danny Walton. D-Walt. He's a 250 hitter, but look at that. He gets on base 57% of the time. Maybe they'll walk him here. Let's find out. No, 1-0 count. And a base hit to right. Kelly will score, and we win the ball game. Hey, what do you know? We have a non-pitcher. Oh, wait. Oh, no. He lined out to right. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, man. You son of a bitch. All right. Well, now it's Mike Marshall. We were going to bring him in anyway here. Oh, nuts. That sucks. All right, Woodie held. Leading off against Mike Marshall. Line drive right at Kessinger. Out, number one. Next man up is Don. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Why not? Paveltich, 2 for 3, 2 ribby. Ground ball, hard hit ground ball right at Van Kelly for out number 2. And here is Bill Melton. He's 2 for 3 with a rib. Flips it to right, and Harper making the catch. We're going to the bottom of the 10th inning with Tommie Harper leading off. He's 1 for 3 today with the ribby. Thrown out twice, 3 times. A lady? I don't know. Fly ball to center. Now we need these guys to get something going here. Hegan 0 for 4 today. There's a walk. That's the guy you want up here. Rich Rollins. He's 0 for 4. Let's see if he can hit and run. Ground ball to third. Hegan does advance into scoring position, and we have a chance to win the ball game here with Tommie Agee. He's 0 for 4 with a strikeout. 1 for 3 in his career versus Osinski. Here we go. Oh, they intentionally walk him to get to McNertney. McNertney says, I see you. He's 2 for 3 with a walk today. McNertney wants to make him pay. Here we go. 1-2 count. Oh, you suck, McNertney. We're going to the 11th inning. Got to send Mike Marshall back out there. We don't want to do that. Walt Williams leading off. Williams popping it up on the infield. Kelly making the catch. It's going to come down to an error, a balk, a walk, wild pitch, pass ball. They're taking Osinski out to bring in Pete Ward to pinch hit. Ward not having a good year, but actually a pretty good ball player in his time. And he's a lefty, so he's only got a 205 batting average versus righties. Fly ball into left. That is catchable. Inning's over. We're going to the bottom of the 11th inning. It is Bob Locker. 7.01 ERA. Given up 5 home runs this year. And opponents are batting .321 against him. 4 saves, 2 blueies. Let's see if Deron Johnson can run into one here. He is 2 for 4 today. Nope. A comebacker to Locker. 1 out. Here is Van Kelly. He is 1 for 2 with the ribby. And he does have a home run in his career against Locker. And Locker has another tapper. 2 quick outs. Here's Don Kessinger. Oh, come on. You can't tell me this game is not shitty. 3 ground balls back to the pitcher. What a bunch of crap. And we've got Marshall leading off the inning, so we got to have him pitch here. We cannot waste another pinch hitter. Next time around, right? So he's going to come out for a 3rd inning, and that is very risky. It's the top of the lineup with Ossie, Blanco. Oh, he throws him 3 straight strikes. 1 out. Carlos May's up next. And that's the ball game. Mack Jones, out number 2. Woodie held, out number 3. Well, shit. We're taking out Mike Marshall. I guess we're going to let McNertney take a cut here. Doesn't have a lot of stats this year. Basically because we just called him up. But he's a left-hander. So we'll give him a shot. Ground ball to second. There's out number 1. Tommie Harper, out number 2. And Mike Hegan, out number 3. All right, we're back. I had to edit out a few minutes because the game did not. It took a long time to simulate at the end there for the other. I don't know what the frick's going on, but what I was saying before is you take a look at April here. We went 15-12, so we're going to go 12-15 this month. So we're going to finish it up 4-4 since there's 8 games left. That's guaranteed. So we did take another loss today. We'll take a look at the standings. There's your San Diego Padres. Still only 11 wins on the season. We've now dropped to 3rd. Yes, we're being punished right now for our early season wins. What can you do, really? We are an expansion team. Headline news, Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. That's all you need to know right there. Okay. Transactions. Only one thing of note, that is Bobby Locke of California. He's going to miss a couple of weeks due to a broken hand. He wasn't even in the majors. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get the hell out of here. We got another game coming today. I love to be punished. There will be alcohol involved. I hope for you. Here's the box score. Player of the game. We're going to give it to somebody. Why not Don Kessinger? He got 2 hits. Kind of got off the schneid a little bit. Did not make an error. We were thrown out 4 times on the base path by the worst catcher in the game. We were 0 for 4. You tell me this game is good. I won't believe you. Mike Marshall gets the hard luck loss, giving up the home run to Carlos May. Somebody had to win the ball game. Bob Locker gets the win, and that's going to do it. So we're going to come back a little bit later today. Keep your eyes out for the doubleheader game, the day-night doubleheader, and also don't forget about the football 2021 playoff football value pack. It is a quick hits. It's in that playlist. So anyway, we'll see you a little bit later today. Bye.